All right. All right. So we are live now. Um, Hello, YouTube. I'm Brian, and alongside me is my brother Baldwin. And so we decided to start this journey. We excited to see where it goes. So we're gonna talk about what the channel is gonna be all about, and uh, and other stuff which we're gonna be discussing in this YouTube channel. I'm gonna give him the floor to probably say a few words before we start. So over to you, United.
Hello, YouTube. Ready for this new channel with my big brother Brian. As you can see, he's the arch nemesis. So, and I'm Red for life. So we're ready to see how this goes, and yeah, ready for big things.
Perfect.
Let's go.
Um, yeah, so we're gonna try to keep this channel. We're gonna try to keep this first video short and brief as possible. So we will start with first of all the reasons why we decided to start a YouTube channel. I think for me, I will give my reasons, and then you probably chime in and add what he thinks. For me, it was basically realizing that after the games, when we watch the Premier League games, Champions League, we realized that we usually go online and watch fan reactions and stuff like that. So we thought it much that we could probably start our own within our own community, because after the game we'll call friends and just chit chat about the game, what they thought about the game and stuff like that. So we felt that it was going to be something great for us to be able to start the YouTube channel, document this stuff, and see how we can invite you guys to join us on a live podcast after the game review to talk about a couple of stuff and also just basically have fun. I mean, football is live, they say. So we thought it was something which was going to be great for us to start. So we have been what's it? How do they say it? Procrastinating
Excellent.
for a while now, but we decided to turn on the lights and hit the record button, and here we are doing it. So I'll let him give his own thoughts as to why he thinks we started this channel.
I mean, same emotions. I mean, for the past 2 years now, we've been watching games together, and there's been about 50 phone calls or our phone calls
Yeah.
giving game review on everything. So it was, hey, why don't we just start something? We'll come on, share our little thoughts. We're not experts, we're just fans. So we'll just come on here, say how we feel, and
Hmm.
just have a laugh, cry probably for him more than me. So and also we'll bring other fans. Hopefully, some other fans will want to join the channel and drop some of their reviews and stuff like that. So hopefully this is gonna be fun. And yeah, let's
Amazing.
go.
Yeah. So going over now to the what we're going to be talking about on this channel. I think we answered that partly in the first question, the reason why we started the YouTube channel. It's basically primarily with regards to the Premier League. I've been an Arsenal fan since 20 I can't remember, 2011 or 2012. So it's been a long time now. And yeah, some people ask me why I support Arsenal. I mean, I don't know. It's in the heart. So anyway, we haven't won much, but Arsenal for life. So it's basically talking about the Premier League, match reviews, what we think about the squad, why did the coach select the team he selected, and basically saying how we feel about the players on the pitch, how we feel about the match, and stuff like that. Talk to other fans and brothers, friends that we watch this lovely game together, bring them on for us to talk, entertain ourselves, have fun, and basically again, as we said, it's to make sure that this channel stays alive. It's primarily going to be on an Arsenal United TV because it's the both of us doing this. So we count on you guys for your input, for your support, and that's it. Anything to add?
No, let's go. Let's start.
All right,
Let's keep doing
perfect.
what we're
So,
here for.
yeah, what is the next thing on the agenda? Basically, today is again, as I said, as we're talking, we have been procrastinating for a while now, and we decided to start this channel. Turn on the lights. This is our first video. We basically gonna see how this goes. So as of this recording, we are on game week 8 of the Premier League. We currently head into the international break, which is 2 weeks. And the Premier League ended yesterday with the highly anticipated clash of Arsenal against Manchester United and
Manchester City.
Manchester City. Yeah, sorry, not United. Anyway, so you think we should talk about that game first, or we should?
I mean, I would say let's start with us. We got the first win during the weekend, so let's keep the boring game for after.
Anyway, that's fine. We'll roll with that. We'll roll with that. Well, so I'm just gonna put this up so we can, as you say, we should keep the boring game for later. We'll talk about um United. So United played Brentford over the weekend, and the match ended 2-1. We had two late goals from
Scooby Doo.
what's his name?
Scotty
McTominay.
McTominay. Yeah.
Scott McTominay. So McTominay scored two late goals. I think he came on as a sub in that game
Yep.
and
Last minute
scored two
too.
late goals. So I'm gonna ask you what were your thoughts on that game?
Overall, the way Manchester United have been playing this season, it's been Jesus, a roller coaster of emotions. Like just watching the game, you can see every other team in the Premier League have a style to which they play, and I'm like, oh, that looks good. But Manchester United, I still don't know what our version or our style of play is. Playing from the back was the main goal coming into this season. Apparently, that's why we let De Gea go and brought in Onana. So I'm like, oh, okay, we're gonna see a lot more playing from the back. We're trying, but I don't think we have the players to execute what Ten Hag wants, and that was a perfect example in this game. Going into the game,
Yeah, sorry. Talking
yeah,
about getting out De Gea and bringing in Andre Onana, who is just a point of note. He's a Cameroonian from our
yep.
country. He's our countryman. So, what are your sentiments with regards to the club or your coach deciding to let go of De Gea and bringing in Onana, viewing the fact that I think there were contract talks for him to renew his contract, but on the deadline, um, things kind of had a turn, and he was let go, and then Onana was brought in. As you said, the idea was to play from the back. But so, what are your sentiments with regards to you guys letting De Gea go and bringing in Onana?
So from last season when Ten Hag came, it was this we want to play from the back. So watching the games last season, De Gea, club legend, nothing bad to say about him. Kept us in many games we're not supposed to be in, and very few games has let us go. But obviously, us humans remember the bad probably more than we remember the good. So club legend. So last season it was, oh, Ten Hag's come, we want to play from the back, but we don't have a goalkeeper to help us play from the back. So there wasn't actually any play from the back. So I personally, as a fan, did not see that. Oh, we do not have the players to help us play from the back. Our
Correct.
whole thought was, okay, we need a goalkeeper to help with this, and because the goalkeeper could not execute that, it I think we lost focus of the players that were there as well who can't execute that style of football. So we thought, oh, everything was just on the yeah. So when Onana came, I mean, Cameroon fan, watch probably all the Cameroon games, see the way he plays from the back. I mean, this dude's really in the box. So I'm like, oh, this is great. This is what Ten Hag wants. Go get him. I'm thinking, oh, we have the players to, help us play from the back.
Right.
Looking back, hindsight now, I think we were, sold a false dream with the players on the player side. Now, Onana, his confidence this season has been. I think when I watch him play, I don't see the player that I see play for the country and that played for Inter and played for Ajax.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think right now when I watch him play, even the distribution that we brought him here for, I'm not seeing that as much. I want to attribute some of that to injury as well as player personnel. Injury in the sense that Varane and Martinez and Luke Shaw are usually who are three defenders when we're in attack. And I mean, I don't think they've played more than 2 games together.
Mm-hmm.
as well as we don't have a ball receiving and ball carrying midfielder who can take that ball when the distribution comes and turn and go ahead. All I see is Onana gets the ball, passes it, and I see it pass right back. And it's like, okay, this is not what we brought him here for. So I think in that case, we're losing his what we brought him here for, the purpose to which we brought him for. The shot stopping, I mean, anyone who says Onana was a better shot stopper than De Gea must have been seeing goals. So when I see the shot stopping, I'm like, I mean, I knew he was not a better shot stopper than De Gea. I just brought him here for if I can get playing from the back and concede, take probably 5 more extra goals a season and watch good football and watch have more control. I'm like, I'm fine with that. But at the same time, we haven't seen the distribution that we saw because I think player personnel, like I said, injuries, as well as the shot stopping, which I mean, I didn't think he was a better shot stopper than De Gea. So people, we should have kept it. I'm like, yeah, revisionist history, right? Like we could have kept Ronaldo in 2007 as well. Like how many players could we have kept? So, but yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah.
So back to for us to wrap up on that game. That game actually started. I think it ended at the first half was 1-0 goal from Matthias Jansen. And basically the game dragged on for about 90 minutes. What I believe
exactly. Talking on the goal, you could see the same problem I just mentioned. We don't have a midfielder who could, get that ball from Onana and know his surroundings and turn and, carry the ball forward. Because the problem started when Onana passed the ball to Casemiro. And this season, Casemiro's spatial awareness has been a -10. Like he gets the ball and it looks like he's a deer in headlights. He doesn't feel pressure coming from anywhere. And that's how the mess started, followed by Lindelof. I don't want to blame him because I don't know what his positioning was or what he was expecting. He can clear the ball. And then to add on again, it was Onana was like, geez, I mean, he could have just,
That was a horrendous goal. I believe that he should have stopped that ball. But anyway, I think he redeemed himself by Scott McTominay.
Yeah. I mean, not even he redeeming himself by Scott McTominay. I think towards the end, he kept us in the game as well because towards the end, Brentford came on with some pressure and he had 2 miraculous saves at the end. I was like, I mean, if one of those had gone in, we're not sitting here talking about United winning 2-1. We probably don't even score. I mean, given how deflated that would have brought us down after the pressure and stuff. So the goal was, I mean, the shots we want him to, the basic shots he should be stopping. He's made a lot of mistakes for not stopping those. He's had some miraculous saves where it's like, how do you make that? But the basic stuff you're not doing. So it's kind of been frustrating. I want to attribute everything to him. I mean, probably less than 5 goals we've conceded this season, I would say are savable by Onana. The rest of them are like just defense, and man, they are just lack of a midfield. They're just peppering us when they see us. When they just see us, it's like, hey, once you cross the midfield, look for goal and shoot. So it is what it is. But hey, we won. No one cares about what happened during the game. Like we say at the end of the season, all you see is that 3 points. If you have great memory, you might remember, but it wasn't that big of a game. I think it was big in terms for us United fans because Brentford have probably never won at Old Trafford since 1935. So them starting that streak is, I mean, last season Old Trafford was a fortress. Now everyone comes in there is like, oh shit, I'm getting 3 points. Not even, oh, let me see if I can get 1. It's like, no, I'm getting mine today, and it was just so relieving that we kept that home field stands because we are poor on the way. I mean, our record away is horrible. So our only hope of, even I don't want to say being in contention, just making European football at this point so far where we stand is just keeping that home record as good as it was last season.
Amazing. Well,
yeah.
All in all, the only thing I can say about the match or about United in general is that you guys have been shit this season. So
yeah, so that's fair. It's fair, there's no problem. I just
All right. Talking about the other game, Arsenal versus Manchester United, Manchester City. Um,
yeah. So
um,
what were your thoughts on the game
uh,
overall? Be honest.
I'm excited, man. The game was boring. I'll give it that. It was a boring game, but at the end of the
Mhm,
day, as long as it was 0-0, I was fine with that. And
mhm.
I think when we were on the call during that game, and I was like, "You guys say it's boring." Me, Arsenal fans, myself, and other Arsenal fans, we were fine with that. We play
Yeah.
City here. As long as there are no shots going on target, as long as we're keeping things level, we're good with that. And
Yeah.
it was it was tricky the first half with David Raya making some. It was really tricky at the back. I believe that most Arsenal fans had like a little panic whenever Raya had the ball. But I mean, all in all, we came out with the goods, and the substitutions were top notch. All four players that were brought on substituted during the game actually linked up or contributed for the goal that we scored. Some
Yeah.
people say it was a deflected goal, but the goal was credited to Martinelli, and that
Mhm.
was an amazing shot. And give him his props; he was amazing.
Yeah.
I, for one, have been one person who was criticized Kai Havertz since we bought him because I don't like the idea of us going and taking players from Chelsea to begin with, which are our rivals. But bought in Havertz, and he's been shit this season. I mean, it is what it is. I
Mhm.
would say he's been shit. He hasn't been at that
He's been
level.
shit.
Yeah, he hasn't been at that level.
Fair.
Yesterday he redeemed himself though. He gave an assist, a brilliant ball, brilliant assist. So he got it on the, and I believe he part two with the goal that he scored from our last game, the penalty that he scored, which kind of like boosted him up. So
So,
uh,
what were
also,
your thoughts when you saw the lineup, the initial lineup?
I mean, I most Arsenal fans expected that Saka was most likely not going to play. The back
Mhm.
line, the back four, I was perfect. I was fine with that as long as Saka, Saliba, and Gabriel were playing together. I was fine with that. Left back, bringing in Zinchenko. He's not been really at that level yet, but I think he's still good for left back. Right back, Ben White has been amazing. Going over to our midfield, as long as we have Odegaard and Odegaard and Odumodu, Rice in the midfield, I'm fine with that. Any other addition? I think Jorginho was brought in for his experience, which was perfect because he kind of saw how he held up play within the midfield. They contained most of the players, and up front, I mean, it was kind of predictable with Saka not being in the lineup. We expected it should be Nketiah, Gabriel, and Trossard because Martinelli was still not up to par. But talking about Nketiah has only been at the levels, but I mean,
Yeah.
we have him, so we hope that he produces a good. Also, we have to bear in mind that we haven't won City for 8 years now. So that was where it was. I didn't expect us to win that game. I expected us to probably get out there with a draw, but I was getting all 3 points from them, man. It was
Three
amazing.
points is 3 points is 3 points, especially against
It's
City.
amazing.
So it
And at the
could
end of the
be
day, when I was doing my research before the game, I realized that the last time that we won City in the Premier League at home, I think it was in 2015, if I'm not mistaken.
mm,
And the person who scored that goal, that match ended 1-0, one goal to nothing. And the person who scored that goal, guess who?
I don't know.
It was
I'm
our
not an
club
Arsenal
captain and
fan.
our current manager. So Mikel
Oh,
Arteta,
I
who
did
scored
that.
88
Oh,
minutes
okay. That's
of
nice.
that match in the 88 minute, and for him to do it 8 years down the line as the manager, giving us this huge win, it's a psychological boost for us Arsenal fans going into this season because when the season ended, a lot of people were like saying, "Oh, we're not going to be able to keep up with the level of Man City." But
Yeah.
looking at how things are, I believe that we are gonna challenge for the title this season, and we're gonna come down to the prediction sometime during the show. But I seriously believe that Arsenal are gonna be serious title contenders.
Yeah. I
So
thought it was a boring game, but good game for Arsenal and horrible game for Manchester City, which I love. I mean, it's I'm tricked. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place watching Manchester City and Arsenal play, and I'm like, who do I support? I would take City, but I mean, for the game yesterday, I'll let you have some good luck. But it was a boring game. Good goal by Martinelli. I just thought you guys, I mean, Saliba did a job on
Oh
Holland.
man,
You might as well be asking where
Whew.
where is he? And
That guy is a Rolls Royce. That's how we call
yeah,
him.
I think City have a lot of work to do this season because they've lost. I mean, two straight Premier League home games. I don't even think Pep has ever lost two straight since he got there. So if this is
Yeah.
the decline,
No,
uh,
I think he lost two straight games. I think it was in 2019 or so. I think he made a comment about that
okay,
yesterday
okay,
post match interview. So I think
okay.
they lost
So
2019.
it if this is the start of the decline, I would rather see Spurs
Oh
win the
my.
championship than City go for court four titles in a row. I mean, I do not. For so long, last season we lived as the only club that had won the treble, and then they came, and then for them now to go for four titles in a row, I do not want that. I would rather see Arsenal win a championship than have City win four in a row. That is not good for business.
Now, now you're talking.
That is
Anyway,
not good for business. But I would rather see Spurs win a championship before Arsenal. So that's where I start. No Liverpool, no Arsenal, no City. Viva Spurs.
uh, anyway, yeah, man. Anyway, moving on over now to the Premier League. We, as I said, it's the end of game week 8, and this is the current table talking about Spurs. I think that's a perfect transition for our next topic, talking about Spurs. We see that Spurs is currently at the top of the table. What are your thoughts
Yeah,
on
I don't
Spurs
I
so
don't
far?
know how they're top. I mean, based on I think you guys had a draw with them. So I mean it's level. So I don't know who's actually one or two. I thought it would be in alphabetical order. So they'll it doesn't matter. It's like the same goal difference and same point. So that's something
I
we'd have to
think
look at.
I want to believe the reasoning behind that is probably because they came and played at home. We're at home.
Okay, so you played at the Emirates and you drew.
Yes, so we played at the Emirates and we
Okay,
drew. So
okay,
that's probably why they
okay.
are top and we're
A home
second.
field event. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, so they
good. I'm really happy for Spurs. Just, I mean, one because I don't like Arsenal.
fair enough.
I'm happy for them. I mean, they've suffered enough, so I think them, they're playing good football. They did a job on us when we played them. Hopefully, we can get them when we come back to Old Trafford. But I like the table the way it is right now. I think it's
You
in
like the
terms
table
of
the way it is right now? Do you see where you are?
no, 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 no. I'm saying at game week 8. Calm down. I'm talking about the top 4. I wish I was number 1 with you guys being below, but right now that top 4, I think that's a good order. Arsenal can come in second, Man City third, and Liverpool. I don't even want to talk about them, but they can stay right there if they can have a bad run. But the way they've been playing this season, oh my god, I think they can pull one off if we're not careful, which would be bad for me as well because yeah. But right now with the way things are looking, I'm rooting for Spurs so far till we get our shit right, our stuff right, and then we can hopefully get back up there. But so far I'm a huge Spurs fan. I'm rooting for them.
Anyway, to get into that, we all know Spurs ain't winning nothing this season. That's a fact. I don't care what you want to tell me, but we all know Spurs ain't winning nothing this season. Nada.
but I mean, if I think Spurs will win something before Arsenal wins something.
I mean,
So
that's wishful thinking. We know that's not
it's
gonna
it's
happen.
not
But
it's not wishful. I
anyway,
mean, even you have said the way they're playing right now.
I give them credit. I give them credit. Spurs has been
Yeah,
amazing this season.
yeah, they're
They've
playing
been
better football
amazing. Their
than you
style of
are.
play has
Yeah,
been out of this world.
I
I'm an Arsenal fan, but
yes,
they have been playing
understandable.
amazing. I love their style of play. I I've never sat to watch a Spurs game, but I've actually been glued to their games this season because they've been playing amazing. and we all love to watch good football. It doesn't matter who is playing
Yes,
against who, but Spurs have
definitely.
been playing good football this season, and I give them credit where credit is due. But I mean, I'm right up there with them. We're going toe to toe, and mind you, we are the only two unbeaten teams in
So
the Premier
far,
League this season so far.
so
And
far.
I'm just hoping and praying that that record is their record. Theirs is extinguished before ours. I don't
No,
know who to play next, but I know
I
that
don't. I think the first loss will come when either of you guys come to Old Trafford. So it
that's
depends
a
who's
long time.
first.
That's a long time. And I mean, you guys are trash this season, man. If we can win, if we can win the great Man City, what about you guys? You guys
Listen,
don't even have a goalkeeper to begin with.
listen.
You guys don't have a goalkeeper. You
I
guys don't.
mean, there's no difference between Onana and Edison so far. So there's no point of telling me I don't have a goalkeeper because at this point, City does not have a goalkeeper. So,
Anyway,
but yeah,
that's how the table looks. That's how the table looks.
I
Looking at
just think at some point, I mean, from 5 through 9, I just think they're placeholders right now. Um, I mean, one of them's holding my spot, so I just know at some point Man United is gonna do Man United things like we've always done, and I don't see us finishing below top 6. So I mean, they should enjoy it and take screenshots like Arsenal did last season. They should take screenshots and everything because I think we're coming. And when our players come back from injury and we could start cooking some stuff up, I think. I mean, we played bad, but we're only 5 points behind
Mhm.
you guys so far. Which I don't. Is it 5 or 8? Jeez,
5 points.
it's
You
8.
can count
Jeez.
8 points.
Oh, I mean, it's only 8 points. Game week 8.
Only 8 points.
Yeah. You haven't lost yet, so I mean, we're what 5 points, six
Do you know
points
what? Do you know what?
behind.
Do you know what? Do you know what it takes for us not to lose a game this season now?
Just calm down, calm down.
All right, moving on to the next. I think we're going to talk about how the table looks, how the um,
The
match
games
with
went.
it ended, and it kicked off an early Saturday game. Spurs won Luton, and that was again it was a great game. I think they went down.
Yeah, they went down.
Down mine in the first half. I mean, as I said, talking about Spurs, they've been amazing this season.
Yeah,
For them to go a man down in the first half and still win
I
this
mean,
game.
it's Luton. I,
Being Luton, I mean, it's Spurs. I will say the same thing.
it's Luton.
Spurs teams, once they go a man down, they're done. It doesn't matter
No,
who they're playing
I,
against.
I
But
think an 8-man Spurs can beat Luton, so I'm not really giving them credit for no 1-0 victory over Luton. They did what they were supposed to do, but I'm not giving them credit
so
for.
all right, so looking at it from that point of view, that means that Spurs are trash because if
No.
they
It's
can go a
just
man down, if they can go a man down and win just one not means they are not up there
no.
with Arsenal.
They won. Who cares? It's 1-0.
All right, Chelsea, Burnley.
I mean, congratulations to Chelsea. Finally, back-to-back wins since what, March?
Yeah,
Good for
yeah,
them.
man.
Hopefully they can cool back down because it's been fun, making fun of them after spending $1 billion. So
Absolutely.
hopefully they can cool back down. But I'm glad we got the win because they would have been above us on the table, and I did not want to hear that. So good thing we came back and they won. So yeah, good for them. I think Burnley. I thought Burnley would be doing better this season, but I don't know. I don't see them. I don't see who they can beat apart from like Sheffield and Luton and the bottom teams. Because I mean, they might go back down standing as it is. I don't think they've won a game yet. So
They
I
haven't won a
think
game yet. I'm a huge Burnley, not I won't say huge Burnley fan, but I've been a huge supporter of Burnley's game right from when Vincent Company took over from them in the championship. I used to
Mhm.
watch Burnley's game, and their style of play was amazing, playing the tiki taka that they were playing in the championship. Coming up, they've been struggling so far, but haven't won a game yet. I still want to believe that Burnley is gonna stay up. I know a lot of people was predicting them to go down. We're going to come to predictions later on. But I do believe that with their style of play, if they continue this way, because a lot of people are saying that, oh, they don't have another style of play. They don't know how to do any other thing apart from the tiki taka that they are doing. But I
Yeah.
believe that that's what brought them to where they are now. And it paid dividends for them. They are still trying to adapt to the Premier League, and I believe that at some point during the season they're gonna kick off. Same thing with when Arteta came in and he was trying to implement his style of play. People were giving him, "Oh, why does he keep doing the same thing over and over?" And we keep getting battered and stuff like that. He still stuck to his game plan. It's the same thing with Company. Remember, these are all people who have worked under Pep Guardiola, so the philosophy stays. I don't think Burnley is going to change the way they are playing. They're going to continue playing the way they are playing, and I believe and I want them to stay up in the Premier League, and I think they're gonna do a job, do that job.
Yeah, I haven't watched them much, only against City, and I think they played us already. But I hope they stay up because of Company, but I don't see how because I
Yeah,
don't see if they can't beat a struggling Chelsea right now. I don't know who they're gonna beat apart from those struggling teams down there. And I mean, Sheffield has looked better than Burnley for some reason, and I mean, we'll come to predictions later, but yeah, I
yeah,
don't see how they're staying up. So, but yeah, good
yeah.
luck.
Everton won Bournemouth 3-0. Fulham did a job on Sheffield United 3-1, and you guys, we talked about your game already. You guys won 2-1, two late goals from Scott, and Palace drew against Forest. That was a game I was expecting goals to be in that game, but
Yeah, I was expecting that as well. I did not watch it, so
yeah.
I
And
can't.
Sunday we had an early, not an early, but we had the first game was Brighton against Liverpool. That game, I don't know how Brighton were let that this game slip past them. Um, Two careless mistakes that they made to concede the first goal and give away a penalty for the second. And I think around the 80 something minute, João Pedro was, I don't know how he missed that sitter to put the game 3-2, but I mean, he missed it. So that game ended up being a draw 2-2, which was a good thing for us rivals. West Ham drew against Newcastle.
Yeah, I think my sleeper this season is West Ham. I've watched about 6 of their games. I like the way they're playing. I mean, beautiful football. I just wish we could take some of that and just transfer it over to Manu. But I like West Ham and what they're building there. So yeah,
Amazing.
I'm shocked that they drew against Newcastle, but I mean it's still a draw, so not
Yeah.
bad.
Wolves drew against Aston Villa, and to crown it up, it was the cherry on the cake for the weekend. Arsenal won Manchester City, and we did a job on City. It was amazing. I think we've talked a lot, and I'd like us to wrap this up with predictions. What I know, we've had already 8 game weeks played in the Premier League, but I think this has given us an eye. We've had a snippet or an idea of how we think the season might play out. So, what are your predictions for the top 7 of the Premier League?
I think if you bring back the list, I can.
Okay, yeah. Let me
Um,
go to the table.
so one, hopefully, I'm praying if Man United doesn't win so far, I'm praying Spurs stay where they are.
That's for the end of the season.
I
Prediction.
know, I know.
All
So
right.
one, right now, looking at the way things are, okay, let me go with the actual predictions and what I hope for. Right now,
Whichever one, but it has to be one. Whether it's what you hope for, what
okay,
you wish for, whatever it is. But what is your top
it
7
it hurts
prediction?
to say this, but Liverpool 1, Jesus. Manchester City 2,
Slow down, slow down. So
Spurs.
you're going with Liverpool 1,
Yes, I think they're gonna win it all.
2.
Manchester City,
All right, that's fine. 3.
Spurs.
Interesting. 4.
Arsenal.
I was waiting. Anyway, 5th.
um, West Ham.
West Ham.
Yes.
Okay, seed
Manchester United.
Manchester United.
Yes.
Oh wow. All right, and last spot, last European spot.
Newcastle. Hold on.
Oh,
What league does 6 play in? That's that's Europa, right?
the sixth spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Europa League.
Swap 5 and 6.
I should swap 5 and 6.
I'm not playing Europa next season. Yes.
Also, you want me to swap United for Newcastle?
No, Newcastle is 7.
Oh, you said
Swap
5. I should
West
swap.
Ham. West Ham was my 5.
Okay, I should swap West Ham for Newcastle.
United. For United. United's gonna finish 5th, West Ham 6, and Newcastle 7.
So Manchester United is fit.
Yes, we're playing Champions League next season. I don't know how, but we will.
How is fit?
I think there's a new rule or something where, because the Champions League teams are increasing, the fifth place in Premier League, depending on the team, plays in the Champions League. So,
okay.
So far, glory, Man United.
All right. So your predictions are Liverpool 1, City 2nd, Spurs 3rd, Arsenal 4th, United 5th, 6th, West Ham, Newcastle 7th.
Yes.
Interesting. All right.
I know you're not gonna put yourself one.
I'm gonna go my predictions again. I mean, we've been playing scintillating. It's been scintillating. So Arsenal 1. Arsenal 1. I'll go Man City 2. It's basically just gonna reverse the positions. And then Man City 2. And then 3. I'm going to go for Liverpool. Liverpool 3rd. And my 4th team, I'll give it to Spurs.
No Man U.
No Man U. I wanted to put Man U in 4th, to be honest, but Spurs, I believe, have been far more superior than United so far. So I believe they're gonna do a job. And then I think the only thing that makes our predictions similar is the fifth position. I'll give it to United. And then 6, I'm going to go for Newcastle. I'll do Newcastle seat. And then 7, I'll go with West Ham.
Okay. No Brighton.
No.
Okay.
Reasons being that Brighton is playing Europe, it's not something which they have been able to sustain. I don't think they'll be able to sustain it playing on Thursday and on the weekends. Nice. That's going to take a toll on them down the line. So that's my own prediction. That will take a toll on them down the line. And I mean, we can look back in history and see how was it Leicester City? How Leicester struggled when they won the league and they had to play on Tuesday and on Saturday. That really took a toll on them. And so I don't think Brighton is going to qualify for any of the European spots. But I don't know. I might be.
We'll see.
We'll see. So that is it for predictions, and this brings us towards the end of our stream. International break. I know we don't watch that a lot. So what are your final thoughts on this first YouTube video?
It was good. I'm happy we got it out of the way and stop procrastinating, and hopefully more consistency, and we pump out a lot more of these to just chat. I mean, it's what we already do, so just get it out the way and build a community and stuff like that. So yeah, happy about the first show and how it went. Happy it started up with a win for both of us. So
yeah,
I know if one of us lost, we were not starting this week.
I know. Okay, it's been amazing, and we counting on you guys' support to help push out this channel to grow beyond leaps and bounds. We hope to make it more interesting. We're gonna bring in more people on the cast to help give their own ideas, so you guys are not hearing just from Arsenal, United, or the. So thank you guys for tuning in, and see you on the next video.
Ciao.